Okay, I am back with another music albums ranking video. This time I do want to do Rick James. Just got done with Tina Marie, and so I thought would be fitting to do Rick James since they were both pretty close and they had similar music. And Rick James is the musician that got me into like funk style music. So um, definitely a favorite of mine over the years. And so that's how I discovered funk music, and like punk funk, and um, it was Rick James, uh, Tina Marie, um, and then some of the very first like bands that I listened to, like funk style with the funk style was like Slave, One Way, um, from Detroit, um, Confunction, Mass Production, Starpoint. Um, so yeah, um, let's do some Rick James albums. Let's see how I'll rank those. Um, okay, let's see. Here we go. All right. Um, excuse me. Okay. So his first album, "Come Get It," was 1978. These are all like super good songs. I know I'm mostly like an 80s and early 90s music fan, but this late 70s, a lot of this late 70s music really is good, and definitely are some of my favorites as well. Um, okay, so You and I, Mary Jane, Hollywood. I like Hollywood, that song. Really good songs there. Um, let's see. I don't know what album's going to be my favorite because most of these I do like. Most of these I know well too. Then his second album from '79. There's a couple '79 albums. I've listened to these over and over so many times over the years. This is Bustin' Out of L7. This is a great album. Bustin' Out, High on Your Love, Sweet, um, Spacey Love, Cop and Blow, Jefferson Ball, Fool on the Street. I know these songs so well. I think I like this album more than the first one, honestly. That's a great album. All the songs are like really long. Like, there's three 7-minute songs on here. Yeah, that's a great album. And I know that I think the next one might even be better. From what I remember, let's take a look at this. Fire It Up. Man, I remember. Okay, so I remember Fire It Up being super good. Fire It Up, Love Gun, Loving You is a Pleasure, Love in the Night, um, Come Into My Life, and one of maybe my favorite is When Love Is Gone. Oh man, that's a really good album. Yeah, I'm okay. Fire It Up is number one so far. Love that album from '79. Um, I may include the Stone his his Stone City Band albums, because he's on that too. I may include those two. In and Out from 1980. Let's see. Little Runaway. Maybe. Or we could just go with his, just the Rick James albums. But he's all over those Stone City Band albums. Those are good too. Those are really good. I mean, it's basically Rick James all over those albums. I mean, it's not that much different from his um, solo named albums. I mean, they're all, it's the same band, same everything. They're all good. Now the next album, Garden of Love, 1980, another great album. None of these are weak at all. This one's not weak at all either. This one might be a little bit different. It might be a little bit tamer, slower sounding, but or mellow, not slow, more mellow sounding. But it doesn't matter. Like it's really high quality. Don't Give Up on Love, Island Lady, Summer Love, Merry Go Round, Getting It On in the Sunshine. Okay, yeah, that's a really good. Don't Give Up on Love, Big Time. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. I don't know if I like it better than Fire It Up, though. Then, of course, we're going to get into the famous album Street Songs. But will that be number one? I know it's going to be good. Give It to Me, Baby. Ghetto Life. Oh, man. Make Love to Me. We got Super Freak on here. And then we got, oh, man, legendary duet with Tina Marie, Fire and Desire. I will say, that is probably the song that made me fall in love with both of them. When I first heard Fire and Desire, I couldn't believe, I mean, I don't know how amazing the vocals were in that. Crazy vocal, I mean, just such good vocal abilities in that. Like when they go high up like that, and I always played it so loud, you know. That's I always played Fire and Desire, and then the song on the next album called Happy back to back. I always played those two back to back because they're very similar, and they're both duets with Rick and Tina. I always liked playing those back to back, and yeah, that's a very, of course, Street Songs is a strong album. It's got his most famous songs on here, like mainstream wise. You know, to us, like bigger fans, like we like all the other stuff and know all the other stuff, but like everybody knows Give It to Me, Baby and Super Freak, and most people know Fire and Desire, actually. I would hope that they would. All right, let's go to the next album. The next album is Throwing Down, which I think for a long time that was actually my favorite Rick James album. Dance With Me, Teardrops, Throwdown, then there's Standing on the Top, Hard to Get, and then there's Happy, 69 Times. Um, um, Only thing I don't like on here is the extended versions of the singles. Some of them aren't on here. This is a really strong album, though. I mean, if you just go with like the maxi, the extended versions of these songs, and combine them with all the other good stuff on here. Throwing Down is excellent. Just like Street Songs. Dance with Me is easily one of Rick James' greatest songs. The the first song on the album. Happy, one of the best duets. I don't know which one I like more, Fire and Desire or Happy. They're just equally amazing. Happy sounds just like Fire and Desire. I mean, they're just the vocals. Rick and Tina's vocals are just incredible on both of those. I don't think they ever hit this, like, I don't think there was like they did other duets after that, but none of them matched Fire and Desire or Happy. I don't, in my opinion. Um, like those two are just really, really good. Okay, so 1983, you got Cold Blooded. Um, it's good, definitely. Yeah, a lot of good ones. Let's see, Cold Blooded. You Bring the Freak Out. There's Ebony Eyes, duet with Smokey Robinson. Um, Tell Me What You Want is a good slow jam. I like that one. That's really good. Uh, Pimp the Simp. Yeah, I don't know if this is like. That's probably not going to be the favorite one. Still very strong album. And here's the '85 album, Glow. I really like Glow because I like electronic dance music, and Rick James was getting into that area in '85. Like he did that. Rick and Tina both were getting into that, all that. But yeah, I love this album because it's more electronic sounding. Can't Stop and Spend the Night with Me, two of my favorites. Um, Glow, the title song. Moonchild is a really nice slow jam. Shalalala. Um, that's one of their Rick's best slow jams too. Rock and Roll Control is the last one on here. That's a really strong album. I like this one more than Cold Blooded in general. I like that album more than Cold Blooded. Um, and the '86 album, The Flag. Another very strong, very good album. Um, Sweet and Sexy Thing. Let's see. The song I remember most on this album is Slow and Easy. I think that's one of Rick James' um, best slow jams. That's the one I remember the most. Like, I can't actually. And I remember Sweet and Sexy Thing a little. But these aren't as memorable to me like the rest of them. But yeah, that's classic Rick James, the slow and easy slow jam. I think that might be the best song on that album. And the '88 album, Wonderful. I liked it. I played it a lot. Um, I think it's pretty good. Um, there's some good ones on here. Sexual Love Affair. Um, Love's Fire. Sherry Baby. Hypnotize. Um, Some of the others I can't recall right now. Love's Fire. I remember that one being pretty good. I like these. I liked them. I think Val Young was on. I know she's a backing vocalist. Um, on the album. So Wonderful is not my favorite album, but I still like it. And I've heard the unreleased Kickin' album. Um, there's Urban Rhapsody. I'm not gonna rank. I'm not gonna rank those though because I'm just not well. Urban Rhapsody I've listened to several times too, from '97. Um, a lot of songs on there. I like Never Say You Love Me. Let's see. But I'm not as I haven't listened to it in a long time. So I'm just gonna pass on that one for now. Let me brief look at Kickin'. Well, I know these songs really well. This is a good album. Was it ever released? Um, I don't think this should have been. This should have been released. I think it's stronger than the Wonderful album. Now that I recall, Rock and Roll Eyes is really good. The song at the end of it. Runaway Love I remember being really good. Teach Me and the title track Kickin', Day and Night, Black and White. Yeah, I think it's a little bit stronger. The I believe it was originally produced in '89, and then that was his last album for a long time. Okay, so okay, now it's time to rank them. What is my favorite one? Oh my gosh. So it's like a toss up between like Street Songs Throwing Down and Fire It Up, I would say. I'm going to go Fire It Up as my favorite Rick James album from '79. Um, so that's number one. I'm going to do Throwing Down. I think, well, I'm going to do Throwing Down for number two. Street Songs number three. Could go either way on that. Number four, let's do Bustin' Out of L7 from '79 for number four. Garden of Love for number five. Number six, I'll do Glow. Number seven, I'll do Cold Blooded. Number eight, we'll do Come Get It, his first album for number eight. Number nine, The Flag. Number 10, I'll do Kickin'. And number 11, Wonderful. So, okay. So those are my Rick James albums ranked from what I like the most to least, but really I like them all. They're all good. I like them all. Um, Fire It Up, I think, it could be my favorite Rick James song on it. When Love Is Gone, I really like that one. And what was the other one that I really liked too on there? It was I think it was Love in the Night. That's a good one too. Um, yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's a really strong album. So, um, I'm gonna do a lot more of these. I hope I hope people like these, and let me know if you do. Let me know, people listening out there, if you like these these albums and songs ranking videos. Um, that'll definitely encourage me to make more of these. Um, I have a lot more in mind that I'm wanting to do, like favorite all different kinds of bands and singers that I like from the 80s, early 90s, late 70s. Um, it would include like funk music, dance, R&B, um, like electronic disco, um, um, like Eurodance, Eurohouse, uh, all those things. So got a lot in mind. We'll see which one I'm going to do next. Not sure yet, but um, let me know what your favorite Rick James album is. Maybe like your top three, top five, or however you want to comment. And I'll come back with another music video pretty soon.